How's it going, guys? Welcome to this comparison here. I have here the Nexus 6. This is the Verizon wireless version. And we're also going to be taking a look at the iPhone 6 Plus. These are two of the biggest phones available right now. You can get both with Verizon wireless. So let's start here taking a look at the Nexus 6. So as you guys can see, the Nexus 6, it's actually a pretty thin phone considering the size. We're looking at the USB port. On the same side, we have the volume rocker power button. On the top, right in the middle, we have the audio jack and the SIM card. This phone comes with two speakers. On the back, we see the Nexus logo, the Motorola logo, Verizon logo, one microphone, and the rear camera with dual LED flash. Let's take a look here at the iPhone. The iPhone is also a very thin phone. One of the thinnest, if not the thinnest phone available right now. Whether it's the 6 Plus or the 6, those two are the thinnest phones available, I think. So we see the volume rocker as well as the mute bottom on the same side. On top of the phone, we don't have anything. On the side, we have the power button, and I believe it's the access to the SIM card. On the back of the phone, we see the rear camera with flash, the Apple logo, and on the bottom of the phone, we see the access to the USB port as well as speaker. Now let me go ahead and recap here some of the specs. As far as the iPhone, we have 5.5-inch screen size with a resolution of 1920 by 1080, 404 ppi or pixel density. Operating system iOS 8. It's gonna be upgradable to iOS 8.3. The chipset, it's a Apple 8. CPU is a dual core 1.4 gigahertz, and the RAM it's 1 gig. This phone comes in 16, 64 or 128 gig of internal storage. Rear camera, it's 8 megapixel and can shoot video in 1080p at 60 frames, 720 at 240 frames. It comes with optical stabilization. Front facing camera is a 1.2 megapixel and can shoot video in 720p at 30 frames per second. And the battery, it's a non-removable battery, 2915 milliamp. Now let's talk about the specs on the Nexus. In terms of the specs, there are way more things, better things on the Nexus 6. We're looking at a little bit bigger screen size at 5.96 inches. This screen is actually 2K or Quad HD, so it's gonna be twice of the resolution of the screen than the iPhone. Pixel density, it's 493 ppi or pixel density. Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Operating system, this phone offers the latest version of Android out of the box, Lollipop. Processor, it's also one of the best processor with a quad-core 2.7 gigahertz Adreno 420. This phone also shares, kind of the same specs than the iPhone when it comes to the internal storage. There's no access to add a micro SD card, so you have to choose between two options, 32 gigabyte and 64. Now, when it comes to the RAM, this phone offers way more RAM than the iPhone. This offers 3 gig of RAM versus 1 gig. However, the iPhone offers up to 128 gig of internal storage. This phone only goes to 64. Rear camera on the Nexus, it's a 13 megapixel versus 8 on the iPhone. And recording option, this phone records in up to 4K versus 1080p on the iPhone. The Nexus also offers optical stabilization. Secondary camera or front-facing camera, it's a 2 megapixel, and you can do video in 1080p with the front-facing versus on the iPhone you can only do 720. As far as the battery on this phone, it's a little bit bigger than the iPhone, and it's also non-removable battery with a 3220 milliamp. Overall, I think both phones will probably last about the same in terms of battery life. Now, the one thing I have to tell you, when it comes to using the Nexus 6 in the power saving mode to save some power, I have to be honest with you, I don't know if it's something that needs to be fixed or what, but the phone is very, very slow. It's very laggy. If you're let's say you have the camera open and you want to exit and go back to the desktop, or you're browsing and you want to go back to the desktop, sometimes it takes a little bit and there's a lag and it looks like it almost freezes, and it takes several seconds to exit the application and show you the desktop. As soon as you put the phone in the high performance mode, you can tell the huge difference. So I don't know if that's an issue with Lollipop and the power saving mode, or I don't know what it is, but I noticed that with the iPhone, no issues at all with the doesn't matter how you're using the phone in terms of performance and battery life. Camera, big difference I noticed with the iPhone, and one thing that I love to do when I'm recording, I like to lock the focus. So it gives you that feeling when you are focusing on an object and everything else in the background looks kind of blurry, so it highlights the object. I like doing that with when I'm recording, and I know for a fact all Galaxy phones offer that option, and one of the few phones that offer that option besides the Galaxy is the iPhone. With the Nexus you cannot do that. Now, as you guys can see, we're looking at the camera interface here of the iPhone. You can switch between 240 120 frames per second, video, square, pictures. There's also a lot of filters that you can apply to the pictures before you take a picture. Of course, you get HDR mode. You can control the flash, the timer, as well as accessing to the front-facing camera. When it comes to the camera interface on the iPhone 6, I will give it to the iPhone 6 way better than the interface that we see on the Google camera on the Nexus 6. And we're looking here at using the voice search, trying to start navigation. As you guys can see, very responsive. The recognition of the voice, it's very accurate. The display or the quality of the picture on the screen, it looks super nice, even though the iPhone, it's 1080p versus the Nexus with 2K or Quad HD display. As far as browsing here on the iPhone, as you guys can see, super nice, quick. Open the pages pretty quick. Typing experience, I would say on both phones is actually really nice. They're both big screens, so the size of the keys, it's pretty nice. No issues at all with both. I think they both offer really nice experience when it comes to the typing. When it comes to the browsing, also both are really nice. Because of a big screen, you're gonna be able to see a lot of things bigger. And on the iPhone, there's no option to record in 4K. There's an app, I believe, that you can buy, and it's gonna unlock some features, and you're gonna be able to record in 4K. When it comes to Siri, using Siri or Siri versus Google search, it's pretty much about the same accuracy. Siri, I would say it's more as an assistant, versus Google, it's more a search option. So you can interact more with Siri than Google search. So guys, thank you for watching this quick comparison here between these two phones. The Nexus 6 came out, maybe a month or 2 months ago with Verizon Wireless. I think this is a really nice option for people that like big phones. You know, now we have a choice between the iPhone 6 Plus, the Note 4, or the Nexus 6. For those of you guys that love big screens, I think these are three really good options. Three phones that offer an amazing performance, great battery life, great screen resolutions. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more, share the video to help others, and I'll see you guys on the next video.